What's up, y'all? It's your boy Blame Darius. This week we're gonna talk about recent pay-per-views.
I'm not gonna talk.
But we gotta address the motherfucking elephant in the room. First of all, shout out to y'all who rewatched episode 23.
After 3 views.
After 3 views, and there was a reason why we only had 3 views initially. Somebody from WWE took shit down.
I thought you weren't gonna tell them.
Somebody took the shit down. Because we had a video clip of WWE.
Of how I got this.
How Jeremy became the hardcore champion. Reliving his dream. Going back in time. Trying to show y'all the roots. But no, they had to take it down. Okay. But here's the thing. You got so much going on right now. Y'all got bigger fish to motherfucking fry right now. But yet y'all messing with us. Okay. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. But let's address what's going on in AEW, goddammit. You lost Daniel Bryan. They're about to get CM Punk. He's going to debut in Chicago. What are you going to do to address that?
What, you addressed us?
You addressed us. You bring Karrion Kross to motherfucking Raw. This ain't got shit to do with the You bring Karrion Kross to Raw to bury that man to goddamn it 50-year-old Jeff. Hey, Jeff Hardy, I love you, I respect you. But realistically, Karrion Kross is not supposed to lose that match, and we all know that. And then he gives a stare down to the crowd and proudly walks out with his belt. That did not make him look strong at all. But yet, y'all worrying about us. Okay. Once again, thank you. They've driven me to this point. And I'm trying to find the words. The show is shit right now. The product is shit. You just lost 2 big names, or 1 big name, and you got somebody who hadn't wrestled in 7 years who has the biggest cult right now in the damn wrestling universe.
I see what you did there.
I don't want to reiterate. Tell them why you're mad. I'll tell you why I'm mad. Am I mad? I don't know. They're making me going crazy. What you guys say about it? Fuck exactly.
Fuck y'all, back to business.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning back into Not Your Average Wrestling Show with your boy.
It is I, the Dreadhead Monster. No matter what the WWE tells you, yeah. I am the hardcore champion.
Sounds about right to me. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. You know, we got to remind the people that I am the Intercontinental Champion. I don't have a belt, because I don't need it. No WWE shirts this week. Nah.
No, I got one.
That's Hulkamania. Hulkamania's like Jordan. This is his own brand.
I am a real American.
Shout out. I got my shirt today.
Yeah.
Might buy me an AEW shirt soon.
I was thinking about it.
How you been, man? You alright?
I'm cool, man.
Besides, you know, the information. Once again, shout out to you all who rewatched episode 22, 3.
23.
We got even more views. So you guys watched it, man. I appreciate that, man. So you guys checking out this one.
And sometimes we gotta make light of ourselves. They can actually see us.
Hey.
It's a little brighter in here.
It's a little brighter in here. We got lights. Shout out to producer Mari. Justin the Tech. Shout out.
Fired. Well, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, man, was this past Sunday, and man, I enjoyed it overall.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Even after the copyright infringement.
Even after the copyright infringement threat. Well, hey, shout out for just having us take it down.
Paying
Appreciate
attention or your bots.
Could have been worse.
Could be worse.
Hopefully you enjoyed this episode.
The Usos.
The Usos are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
I told you that push one going over.
Yeah. I love it. Bloodline now has belts. Obviously, we knew this was going to happen. This is what's best for business. We haven't heard that in a long time. That's probably good. But, yeah, I'm a fan of it.
I didn't think that, it would happen so soon. But,
yeah.
They deserve it. They ain't been champions
deserve
in a year. Maybe more than a year.
More
Jimmy,
for sure.
Jay was out. No, or was it Jimmy? Jimmy was out for almost like a year and a half.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
I mean, they spent a lot of time out the tag team contention. So,
yeah, it's
happy to see the belts around their waist again. I like the Usos.
Yes, arguably one of the best tag teams of the past decade. So shout out to the Usos for
Nikki A.S.H.
Nikki A.S.H. the Women's Money in the Bank winner.
Almost superhero. Well,
Molly Holly 2021. That's what I call it.
Champion now.
She's a champion now. Of course, she cashed in the next night, Monday. On Charlotte page. Yeah, everybody was freaking out. 24 hours later? I remember Alexa Bliss did it that same night. A couple
it's not
years
that
back.
long.
Yeah, so it's not that long.
AJ Styles and almost retained the tag team titles.
We saw that coming.
I like the Viking Raiders, but I'm not quite sure if I don't know who the hell should be the tag team champions at this point.
We're definitely not AJ and Omos, and we're only doing this to
they're
work
doing
on.
well.
They're doing well. I'm enjoying it, but they're doing this to work on Omos, so we can and then later on get a AJ singles push. I'm sure.
I would hope.
I would hope, right? But the Viking Raiders, man, you got to get those guys a belt soon. Viking Raiders are, they're not the best tag team, but
one of the better tag teams.
I'm a fan of true tag teams. I don't like tag teams that were put together. I like teams who have history, who came up through wrestling together and have some type.
That's what it used to be.
That's what it used to be.
Like you wasn't in a tag team just to get your singles push.
Right. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I like AJ and Omos. I'm enjoying it right now, but
you gotta grow.
Gotta grow. I was gonna mention something about Omos. And did you notice that the fans they cheer for them, and they're supposed to be the heels. So soon we got to do something. We got to turn them good guys or something because they're getting too much of a positive reaction.
Maybe for the Viking Raiders that would be something decent to see them turn heel.
That would be great, right? Because a year ago they were playing freaking basketball with. Street Profits. Shout out to you, Ray comes right on time. Wow, see how the magic is it's just magic here, man. This is what we do. But yeah, over a year ago they were playing basketball games and doing silly stuff, man. Yeah, they were really ruining their reputation. But shout out to that tag team title match right there.
Bobby Lashley beat the hell
and more.
Kofi.
Yeah, man.
I don't see why this happened, but it gears him up for his next opponent.
Who's his next opponent?
Goldberg. Actually, that's a promo for next week. Fan question.
Absolutely.
Why isn't Goldberg considered one of the GOATs of wrestling?
Shout out, so.
We will have a special guest next week joining us, so we'll stay tuned for that.
Tell them who it is. So they could.
Anticipation. It's our first guest.
First guest here on the show. This is going to be great. We're looking forward to next week sitting down with this young man or woman to talk about this GOAT question.
Actually, a fellow Leo.
He's a fellow Leo? What does that have to do with anything?
Makes him a great man.
Oh, okay, you're a Leo. The dreads. Okay, I get it. I was going to say a fellow Cav.
Oh, he doesn't even have hair.
No, you're a Leo, and then you got you're a Leo.
But he's a Leo and he's bald.
Yeah, he's got the Goldberg thing going. He's the Goldberg fan. he brought this up.
See you next week for that one.
Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, we kind of spoiled it earlier, I guess. Let's liven the fuck up. Sorry, I was a little down because of goddamn the news we got, but it was a positive because more people tuned in. So shout out. So let's pick it up a little bit. Sorry, the energy was a little lower. At least coming from my end, you know. He already chill. Now anyway, here we have Charlotte Flair versus Ripley, Leah Ripley, and I was disappointed that Ripley lost. I don't want to see Charlotte Flair with the belt for a long time. Even though she's one of the...
She's going to be a dad, man.
She's going to be dad, yeah. She's one of the best female wrestlers there is out there.
How many more? She has to go top to 16. Like about 6.
In my personal opinion, yeah, she has to go 16. I think she's at 13, 14, some shit like that.
I've only had her like at 10, so she is at 13, 14 already. That's kind of incredible.
Man, absolutely. She's still young. Still moonsaulting off the top ropes, outside the ring, man. That's amazing. I love seeing
I'm excited about this. Finally, a Money in the Bank winner. I can't wait to cash in.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Big E.
Shout out Big E, man. 2021 Men's Money in the Bank winner. He deserved it. He deserves it. I mean, if it wasn't the Money in the Bank, it had to be the Royal Rumble. Where it obviously wasn't the Royal Rumble, so it had to be the Money in the Bank. Who doesn't cash it in on?
I think he stays on SmackDown.
Yeah, he stays on SmackDown. To cash it in against Roman. Obviously, Roman is the heel. That'll make a great feud. They can even bring the New Day in to take on, the Usos, which we'll see maybe a classic match again, like we've seen in the past.
Great booking, and the reason why they should hire us and not infringe us. Say that we're infringing.
Hey.
Kofi could turn here, enjoying the bloodline.
Oh, Kofi could turn heel and join the bloodline. Interesting. Speaking of joining the bloodline, Naomi, does she become a member of the bloodline? So right now she's getting negative flack on social media, or people are trolling. I wouldn't even say it's negative flack. People are trolling her, and man, hey, who knows? Somebody pitched the idea out there that she could join the bloodline.
Yeah, I had seen it a while back if they was gonna get a.
I say send them all over there.
Tamina too. They could be tag team champions. Roman. Are we speaking about the family? WWE Championship match against Edge.
It was a pretty good match too, man. Of course, this is what the fans want to see for years.
You know it would be some kind of interference.
You know, fucking car accident outside. Did another lighter explode in my car? That's a long story. They ain't got shit to do wrestling right now.
Roman defeated Edge with a little help from Seth Rollins. So that starts that feud.
Yeah, so after the Money in the Bank, let's bring it back. After the Money in the Bank match, we got Seth Rollins backstage cutting a promo about how, it should have been him and how he's not giving up and whatnot. And then so we saw later on in that SmackDown Universal Championship match was his interference. And now we'll see a rivalry, a storyline with him and Edge, which I'm excited for. I'm here for it. What says you?
Kind of know what the end result's gonna be, but in the meantime, put him over him, and make sure you put him over him right.
Put Seth over Edge.
You got to.
And that's fine with me. He's already over, so this is gonna be huge because this will bring him back.
This is his Mick Foley moment.
Right, we'll bring it back into the
for you for your career.
Wow,
probably Seth could use right now.
He can't because he needs to get back into the top contender talk. So overall, actually that wasn't it. I'm sorry, because Roman is celebrating, and all of a sudden we hear the music.
I hate that fucking song. The funniest shit
couldn't see who
later
came
on in
out.
the week was when Paul Heyman did it.
Oh, I
would put the clip, but
Too
soon. You know what's going to happen with that. But we're talking about the return of John Cena.
We weren't supposed to take a sip at the same end of time. That was dead.
So, you get no words. You just get John out there telling him that you can't see him. And
it looked corny, but I still enjoyed it because it's John Cena. He hasn't been on television or the WWE in a while. Crowd went crazy. So shout out. Bring him back. We're going to see another match between the two of them. It's all right.
Well, AEW.
Unless Big E cashes in after John Cena beats up. Or, you know what? Whatever. We'll see.
Fantasy booking. Maybe that's a show.
I'll get back to it. Maybe, we definitely will do a fantasy booking show. And I suggest on that show we bring on more guests because I've been talking to a few people with some interesting stories. Who's next on the I was gonna say playoffs, on the pay-per-view list?
Well, we got Fighter Fest. We'll just give you
we should have talked about these guys first. Because
what's 2 nights?
Okay.
Whole week, Wednesday to Wednesday. So on your first night, you got Ricky Starks becoming the FTW champion. So that kind of puts Brian Cage exiting Team Taz. So
okay.
storyline win. I like Brian Cage. I just don't. That's one of the things that I would say that AEW is kind of dropping the ball with. Is he's a very talented guy. If you haven't got a chance to watch him, I would say like a smaller Brock Lesnar, but he's able to do like some of the things that the smaller guys are able to do, like a lot of the moonsaults and things like that nature. But
I get a Karrion Kross vibe from him for some reason. I don't.
Nets, you had this rematch, 20 years in the making. Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy.
These guys are like best friends.
They all gotta be. You got Christian Cage beating Matt Hardy. Good match, especially for their age. So, I mean, both of them, approaching 50. So, I mean, for them to still be able to move around like that and, give a good match is, a test to both of those guys and, how they keep themselves up. So,
absolutely. Especially Matt Hardy.
Never let go. Christian Cage too.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Christian, if that's the way that you know him, because the way that I would say that is, his career kind of took off towards the later half, especially like with being a singles, push.
Once he became like ECW champion and whatnot. Oh yeah.
They're even taking their gimmicks. Maybe that's why they're worried about our infringement. Coffin match.
They're even taking their matches. Their gimmicks.
Darby Allin defeats Ethan Carter. Darby Allin is being set up to be a major star in AEW.
Major, absolutely.
You got the connection with Sting, and a lot of these like night 2 and night 1 things, you have it where he's kind of like been like the main event of a few of them. So, one of the things that we always give them props for is they are not afraid to use newer talent. A year ago, I couldn't tell you who Darby Allin is. This year, he's been in a few big matches that I like. He's been still their TV champ. Well, not their TN champion, but TNT champion. Kind of like skyrocketing. And then with the whole Sting thing, that kind of shows him, you can be dark, plus you can still be the face of the company, so.
He has that half-dead, half-man character, which is working. I'm a fan of the dark characters. Shout out to Undertaker. It's always, it's my favorite. But, yeah, definitely works. For Darby Allin, like I said, he's skyrocketing at a rapid pace.
Night 2.
Night 2, shout out.
Well, you got this feud with MJF and Chris Jericho, the Pinnacle. This shit is never ending. This shit been going on for like 8 months.
Yeah, and I'm a fan of that, man.
I am too, but you gotta stop giving them like the big, what you would call like blow off matches. Because at some point you think it's the end,
and it's still
it just keeps on
snowballing, right?
So right now there are 5 matches of hell that Chris Jericho will have to get to. The Labors of Jericho is what it would call. Chapter 1. Spears could use a chair, which is Shawn Spears, but Jericho couldn't. Chris Jericho actually won that match. And you want to take it away? Because you kind of excited about this guy.
Oh, shit. Goddamn right. So I was telling you about this, man, right?
I haven't really watched it. I'll watch it tonight.
So, yeah, shout out to The Dark Side of the Ring. It's a great documentary series. And one day I was watching it. And this guy came up, and I'm like, I don't know this guy. But I'm going to watch this anyway. And I watched the full freaking episode. I want to say it was like 40-something minutes. And we found out on night 2, the MJF brought out Nick Cage to fight Chris Jericho. Nick Cage has a cult following. Nick Cage is a man who spent years in jail for robbing a bank without a mask. Nick Cage tried to stab a man.
So he's stupid.
He has no marbles up there. He has no marbles. He has no teeth.
I was just asking.
He tried to finish his match after he caught some glass or something to his abdomen and then squirting blood all over the place. Nick Cage is one of the baddest mofos on the world. Yeah, on this planet here.
And now my boy got to wrestle.
Yeah, Chris Jericho on the go, man. He's got to wrestle Nick Cage. Nick Cage.
Bring him back to Pain Maker.
You know what? If you want to get an idea who Nick Cage is, I would call Nick Cage the White New Jack. That's what Nick Cage is.
That's terrible.
The White New Jack.
Nobody should want to be compared to New Jack. We'll keep it going, but one of the, I'll just say an interesting match before we get to the main event was Doc Gallows defeated Frankie Kazarian. AEW champion defeated Nyla Rose. Orange Cassidy defeated The Blade. We were just talking about the Butcher and the Blade and West Side Gun.
Shout out West Side Gun and those guys.
Griselda. I like when they break down like the different tag teams. As you had mentioned on night 1, which we didn't mention because it was it was the opening match of night 1, which was John Matsu defending his IWGP US Heavyweight title from New Japan. It's a lot of words.
Yeah,
and letters.
I would have blew that.
He defeated Carl Anderson. Night 2, you got Doc Gallows in a single match. The Butcher is not hurt, but you still got him against the Blade against Orange Cassidy. So there's nothing wrong with utilizing your tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always got to break them apart. They can wrestle singles matches and still be a tag team.
True that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't always got to do the breakup angle.
Don't always have to do it. I'm not a fan of breaking up good things.
But the main event for night 2 was a Texas death match with Lance Archer defeating John Matsu for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, I say it with a little bounce to it.
Yeah, a little cadence.
Well, once you get a little bounce to it, it works. It's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
I knew they was big on Lance Archer, but not at the point of John Matsu.
Yeah.
Who has been a real big part of AEW and doing a lot of things as far as New Japan. So to kind of take that belt off of him and put it on Lance Archer, Kind of took me for surprise. So
who did Moxley beat for that belt?
Shoot, he won. Was it?
Is Jericho?
It would be somebody from New Japan.
Was Lance Archer ever over there?
Yeah. It wasn't Lance Archer.
It wasn't Lance Archer? Okay. All right.
I'll have that answer for you.
Yeah, we'll check that out later. No, Big E. Next pay-per-view.
It's your Impact Wrestling. Some love.
Impact. Oh yeah, shout out Impact Wrestling.
I always love these. The X Division Ultimate X match. So basically, title or X at the top of the ring. You gotta climb up to get it. It's kind of like at not quite like a scaffold, but something like it. And Josh Alexander was able to retain his title. Funny thing when you said Brian Cage gives you the Killian Cross vibes. Josh Alexander, even though he what you would call a cruiserweight, reminds me of like a young Kurt Angle.
Interesting.
So that was pretty good match.
Kurt's pretty flying with those moves.
He ain't got the same catchphrase no more, and I kind of forgot about him. He's W. Morrissey. Defeated Eddie Edwards. If you don't know who that is, remember Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
So this would be Cass is W. Morrissey. So
Gotcha.
AEW is not the only people who take advantage of releases, and sometimes it's nice to see guys after a while resurface. So shout out to W. Morrissey, who's doing a good job of trying to get on with his career after a little trouble in WWE.
Yeah, a lot of trouble once they brought everything to light. Yeah.
Well, the Good Brothers are champions again. Whole lot of titles over there.
Yeah. Whole lot of titles over there.
They defeated Violent by Design, Rich Swann and Willie Mack, and followed by and No Way to which was that's actually with his new name. I believe that was No Way Jose. So I gotta figure out what his new name is. In World Championship news, Thanos, as I like to refer to him, keeps his title. Beats Sami Callihan, which is he would be the TV version of Nick Cage.
Okay.
Now he may take her back to that, but some of the antics, some of the glass, the staples, that's a lot of, within his repertoire, as you would say. But Kenny Omega pulls out another one, man.
The Belt Collector.
Got a couple big matches coming up. I believe, I don't think the Andreas match has happened yet, which is going to be covered by AEW most likely, because that's for like the AAA title. Next in AEW, probably gonna have Hangman Page. Impact, now they gotta go to the drawing board to find somebody, so we'll see who's next in Impact and how long they allow this reign of terror to continue. Thanos.
Yeah, man. Shout out Kenny Omega, man, with all those belts. The gang has titles, just like Bloodline and that other league.
Oh, it's continuing. The Forbidden Door. Jay White, the real leader of the current Bullet Club, made an appearance at the pay-per-view. On the next night, he kind of explained it roughly. say it ain't 2013, and they can stop with those 2 sweeps. So he has a challenge. He'll be facing David Finlay at a new Japan Wrestling show, I believe August 16th. And then he's coming back to deal with possibly the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega for a funny thing, infringing on the Bullet Club.
Yes. Yeah,
we learned a word today. Last, I was scrolling. I think I was looking for Olympic basketball. I was actually able. Funny thing. And I know I said a lot right there just to stop. They actually put their whole entire pay-per-view out for you to stream. I'm talking about MLW Battle Riot 3. That's how I was able to see it, because as soon as they were finished, you were allowed to stream it.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. I would like for more people to do that. If people are not just buying pay-per-views at this days. There's a lot of ways that you can get around it. Red tape. WWE is offering it on a network. So at this point, trying to sell your pay-per-view is a little tough. So giving it away for free, or just going the subscription route, which I think New Japan is. I don't think Impact Wrestling has one. I can see AEW, maybe in the next year going towards a more of a subscription-based, pay-per-view type thing. Because, you get more people like that. Like, I'm not finna give you $65 for something that I could watch for just subscribing somewhere.
Right, yeah, it makes no sense.
But Battle Riot 3, I won't keep you guys long, but I just thought it was interesting. There was a guy, Alex Hammerstein, the only way that he could get another title shot was to win this. And guess what? What do we know about wrestling? Sometimes you just gotta know what's going on. I won't say the S word, but sometimes you know where it's gonna take to get a person there. So the rules are simple. It's a no disqualification bout. You can use weapons. A new man enters 60 seconds. Elimination is by pinfall, submission, or throwing a wrestler over the top. And the winner gets a title shot anytime, anywhere. The challenger has the key to unlock an instant title shot against whoever the champion is. So kind of, got some Money in the Bank vibes, a little Royal Rumble mixed in there.
Let's see.
So 40 people. So if you get a chance, not too busy, check out MLW's Battle Riot 3. Got anything else?
We ain't gonna do it again. Y'all got thanks for the warning.
It will never, ever happen again.
Sport Blink Darius from your Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Hashtag Bring Back the Factions. The Intercontinental Champion.
It is I, the Dreadhead Monster, the hardcore champion of the world. Signing off. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening.
Next week.
You can find us everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I am on all those platforms. Snapchat. Wherever there's a wrestling forum, we'll be there.
Tune in next week for that fan poll question. Why isn't Goldberg in the GOAT question?
See you next week.